Forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. So, hi. I don't know quite how to edit these clips together either. I got to figure that out. But anyway, for now, I'm just going to continue where I left off. We were talking about Libra. We were looking at this Mars in your 7th house. Capricorn covers your 4th house. So we've got, these were the cards that came up for you. And we have emotional balanced, being conflicted, I think, with mind space over heart space about where to live. And there is some kind of a creative, there has been a lack of the choice space for for Libra ascending, and of course you can look at your moon and your sun too, would be a fight between the soul's choice in a creative alignment with your, in other words, there's some place that you're supposed to live that creatively aligns with your soul's desire. So let's see that again. That will also be a financial progression for you, to not be so based, being out of alignment in your desired energy, trying to make progression from thought energy, deceptive thoughts, because you've been out of alignment in your true desire. And then there's that fire sign feminine coming up, possibly your mate, your true mate involved with this. There's union, fire sign. So basically Libra, Aries is over your 7th house of relationships, so you're going to be more in union with a true desired relationship. It's going to be, if you're not in a relationship, you're going to get in with a divine mate. You're going to be a lot happier. You're following you're leaving your headspace more and going with your soul's truth. Messages kind of repeat, but you're battling still some of these you're coming out of that. You're starting to really step more into your soul's desire of where you truly want to live, and where the person you're going to be with, that's going to be emotionally inspiring and fulfilling. Your soul is going to be fulfilled with that. All right, so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. So for Scorpio, let's have a look. What houses is this all landing in for you? Let's see for Scorpio. We've got the 6th house of Mars, and Saturn is in your 3rd house of communication. Yeah. So, and mentality, again, air energy. So let's throw some cards for Scorpio, please. Oh, 10 of Pentacles, hitting on the 10 of Pentacles right there. So we are talking Scorpio 6th and 3rd. Scorpio 6th and 3rd. So Mars is really very much active in a day-to-day, on your day-to-day level here. Look at that, King of Swords. So basically, Scorpio, wow, interesting. Major arcana there, hitting in the divine section of the read. So, ooh, that's my secret union card, so I'm going to pull a clarifying on that. Sometimes actually that I just use, if I do a lot of twin flame reads for people, so that's my secret card to tell me that this person is a twin flame and that they're going through the twin flame dynamic. But with Scorpio, with these transits, I'm looking at this 6th and 3rd, day-to-day communications, I mean, look at that. These are all very relationship-centered cards. So learning how to communicate. See, even though the 3rd house is not relationships, although it is siblings and neighbors and people around you, but and then we got the 6th house, which is all about day to day, how your health, your, you know, what else? Work, day to day routines, health, habits. So, hidden enemies, I guess it's in that house too. But anyway, basically communicating in a way on a day-to-day level that expands your relationships, that helps, that heals. So in other words, you're learning how to speak a truth that's putting you more in a harmonic union in relationships, balancing out of the fears of really aligning internally and externally with your relationships. So it's kind of like bringing your outside situations with people on a day-to-day level and bringing them on an inside level. You're figuring out how to sort of merge these two worlds in a way. And Pluto is trying to come through, because I think for the third house, Capricorn covering your third house, communication has been a major issue for the sign of Scorpio, because Scorpio is a very honest sign. And so they've had to really struggle with speaking a truth in a way that still maintains harmony. But usually a Scorpio is triggered, and so it throws off harmony when they communicate. So one more message. So there's ending of patterns of thinking around communication that are going to align you more harmoniously into relationships. So learning communication has a very global effect on your life. All right, so for Sagittarians, let's take a look. So for you guys, it's in your second, and Saturn is, Sagittarius, Scorpio Sagittarians, we're looking at Mars in your fifth and Saturn in your second. So that's interesting, Mars in your fifth. So in retrograde, possibly going back and doing creative projects from the past or relationships from the past, but also it's Saturn over your finances, causing, the devil is Saturn, right? Causing, hey, but to materialize this better, you have to conform on some level, and you have to abide by some sort of physical reality that has to be laid down, right? A structure that is then going to expand you. So it's merging of your creative fire energy of self-expression, and in relationships, possibly relationships, or children, or causing expansion through creativity and fun, but doing it in a way that is, look at that double. This is Capricorn, fire sign, earth sign. So in order to materialize finances, Sagittarians are having to learn to sort of apply more of a reality to their, because Sagittarius is very much out in the future, long term, up, kind of higher thinking, around the corner, in the future energy, that they get visions, but which you then have to ground in reality. So there's this sort of meeting of the two worlds. You got to make this real. And the fears around money coming up, obviously Pluto in the second house, and Saturn in your second house, and Jupiter in your second house. So you've been holding back. You've got fears around finances, because second also goes across the 8th house, right? I'm just making sure that I'm recorded here. Good, I am. Okay, so we've got this 8th house, Pluto. This is the moon card. It's the deeper, the subconscious, the soul, the deeper stuff. So fears around finances, holding back. You're going to see there's an ego control issue around some of these ideas, and you're going to see the universe is supporting something that you are going to make finances at, and you're going to realize you just had to purge out a lot of fears around finances, and not controlling things so much in your life because of finances, because we are talking about the second, and so we got Saturn in your second house saying you got to ground this creative force in you with Saturn to materialize it. So you got to kind of follow some kind of a rule or some kind of a structure, and then things are going to start going forward. You're going to there's some kind of a conformity that has to happen with your soul's desire to make this progress, which will then bring you financial abundance, new financial beginnings, because these cards are all about, there's a new beginning here coming. In alignment, universally supported. Trying to remember what card was here. Where's my 11th card? Did I pull it up? Yeah, see, Aries card was hitting right there. So if you're watching these videos out of turn, the beginning of the last video will explain this part of the read, but I'm aligning it up with all the other signs. I'm aligning my signs, each of the 12 signs, with this grid. All right, so now we're going to look at Capricorn. You guys, this is Saturn in your first house, and Pluto in your first house. And then what do we have for your Mars? Where does Aries cover your chart? Capricorn's fourth house for you guys. So let's have a look. Fate. that you don't think you can do, like mental. Again, this is really strong for Capricorns because you know this is all happening in your sign. So you're really trying to, you're really breaking through mental limitations to a higher truth. Ego energies, air energy, figuring out how to bring truer desires. What you know what you guys are really trying to hear, a higher message for guidance to so your soul, you're really trying to hear your soul right now. And Mars in your fourth house is mother, is tradition, it's very much about, yeah, because it's Capricorn in your fourth. Mars is in the sign of Aries, so that's going to be on your top of your chart. So you're really trying to figure out a true kind of identity or information. You're shifting your source of information, of the knowledge of who you are. So in other words, that sounds really confusing. Your fate is shifting because you're learning that your previous thoughts about who you are, because your soul's truth is coming out, that you now you really want, the desire within your soul is speaking louder than your head. That sounds so confusing, but that's basically what it's saying. So in other words, you're ending, you've got new thoughts coming in, or new beliefs, ideas that are ending your old restrictive thinking, bringing you ability to bring a desire and possibly other worlds together. Cancer is across that. So yeah, so bringing like unifying sort of the two of the energies, the air. So you're really hearing your soul more. You're listening more to your soul than your head. That's for you guys, Capricorn. I can agree with that because I am quite Capricornian and I have some Capricorn planets. Okay, so we now have, we're going to look at a Capricorn. We just did Capricorn. We're going to look at Aquarius and then Pisces. All right. Aquarius, let's pull out you guys, some cards for you guys with this Mars squaring Pluto. So Mars for you guys, where are we? Mars for Aquarians is in the third house. And then Capricorn covers for Aquarians your 12th house, 3rd and 12th. So that's like going inward, isolating, more quiet time, and then 3rd house is communication, small businesses. So I would say this is probably a very introspective period. Mars being in your 12th, Mars being in your 3rd house in retrograde, Saturn stationing direct in your 12th house. So I would say that Mars is being very, very assertive in exploring your deeper inner self, your inner truth, what you really believe. Because you might have, you're exploring what thoughts you've had that have thrown you financially out of alignment. So you sense a brand new beginning coming in. We all are. This is a very brand new beginning that we can commit to, quitting, making safe choices, and winning by sort of victory in these new beginnings, because we're devoted. Now we can win because we've gone through this process of clearing our fears in the way, so that we can now make choices that we can commit to from a higher calling, from a higher level. We don't have fears in the way. So for Aquarians, you're going inward and seeing negative thought patterns that have make you out of alignment choices, and you're trying to figure out a true, because you sense a new beginning coming, because when all these planets are about to go into the sign of Aquarius, you have a whole brand new beginning coming. So you're really clearing out negative self-doubt, negative patterns, self-defeating thoughts, that self-critical thoughts, and you're really kind of taking an inward actions to align yourself up more abundantly home, because what do we get for Aquarius? 3rd and 12th. So this is a repeat theme, 10 of Pentacles, new Fool card. So we really are looking at a brand new, more abundant beginning. This is a very exciting time. So you really are clearing out negative self-perceptions about who you are and what kind of beliefs you have that have been negative, that have been dropping your frequency, that have kept you away from a new beginning that that you know universally is very supportive for you. You're sort of reconnecting with this new beginning. You're connecting with a desire for it. You're connecting with a knowledge of what that is with clarity, and so that you can go forward. You're going to get universal support. You also want to know what is universally supported. You want to do what is universally supported, so that you can align harmoniously inside of yourself and be of service. 6 is the number of service, being more giving. You want to be more giving. 3rd and 12th, you want to know how to give of yourself. And we get this at the bottom of the deck, so that would be without having to be so safe, as far as what not being. This card comes in deception, and then so I would say deceptive thinking, or doing things that weren't honest to keep you safe. So we're not showing up as your true self, or not being your truth, in order to oh, what happened to my Aries man here? Where did he go? Aries man, right there. I would say with these two, because these cards came up, this card came up for Aquarius, I would say that you're really exploring belief systems and thoughts that are true or not. And you're in the 12th house. You're kind of keeping yourself safe, but you're trying to figure out what you want to commit to, so that when you do begin your brand new beginning, you know who you are and what you support, and what beliefs you want to align with, that will align you with your true destiny, your true desired destiny, heart space, what you truly desire, knowledge of your heart's will, your soul's truth, which is in the heart. Your intuition knows, and you're trying to align more. It's like the soul, you're aligning Pluto, Capricorn in your 12th house is your soul's truth, a deep truth. You're really in a very explorative, self-explorative. That Mars energy and squaring there is really an energy that's seeking, that's going to be quite proactive in digging. Okay? All right, now for Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Let's take a look, Pisces, calling in you guys. This is going to be in your Mars is in your 2nd and 11th, Capricorn. All right, what can you tell us about that? Justice. Oh, out of alignment, Queen of Pentacles. Finances, advances, money, grounding to joy, fun, partying, celebration. Divine Union card that can also, and then we get the Moon card. So, friendships, relationships, partying, that could be the 11th house, right? So you've been financially motivated because you're out of alignment. I say Pisces has been making choices in friendship groups and social groups and parties and things like that. I'm sorry, not parties, but groups of people based on seeking financial security. There was a fear-based choice. This again is a deep subconscious. So you've turned out of alignment. You've turned yourself out of alignment for friends to create a security for yourself, to make friendships for the wrong reasons out of fears. The 8 of Wands wants to show up again. So you're really shifting. This is a deep shift because we're talking about your 2nd and 11th. So we're talking about financial based friendship groups, or motivating for finances on social media or friendship groups. In other words, you're shifting your motive from friends and friendship groups, or how you present yourself on social media, to be more proactive and in a way that does financially advance you, but from what does work for you, because Mars in retrograde in your 2nd house is going to be seeking the truth of what does financially expand you in a way that is your truth, because it's squaring up against Pluto, your soul's truth in Capricorn. But you've got to align something that is your soul's truth in the right way, in a Capricornian way, which is your 11th house. So in other words, you've just got to align better. You got to align more with 11th house, with people and groups or friendship groups, and your way of being on social media that comes out as a truth and honest version of you, rather than trying to financially improve yourself and trying to hold on to groups that maybe give you financial security or status, because remember, Saturn is also status. So the illusion that friends or a certain way of being in social media or with friends is going to bring you status. You've got to kind of break through that fear of motivating from that. So in other words, you're going to shift to in alignment, harmonious energies about your social media or your friends that align you with your true soul's mission. Your tribe, your true tribe, and then you're going to be who you really are in your true tribe. So and then that is going to advance you financially. That is the new beginning, that you are going to align with the right destiny, and you are going to commit, but your motivations are not fear-based now. They're more faith-based, because you're going to do your soul's truth. And then the justice comes, which means this is the group that the universe or the way that you present yourself in social media, or the friends that really do need who you are and what you have. Well, thank you so much for watching, and do feel free to leave messages and comments. And if you would like a personal read, my email is below. And thank you so much, and stay tuned for more videos. Namaste.